Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new series I am going to be doing. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, but basically I'm going to look at the biggest game on the Sunday and review it, say what I think is going to happen from it, and also maybe look at some of the other Premiership results from that weekend. Now, this weekend there is obviously only one big one, and that is Liverpool versus Manchester City. Perhaps a title decider now. Not too many people know this. I think I've only mentioned it once or twice in my videos. I am a massive, and I mean massive, Liverpool fan. I am actually seeing us play Chelsea and Newcastle, so if we were to win the title, which I really hope we are, I would be there. But I'll try and make this as unbiased as possible. Obviously I want Liverpool to win tomorrow, but I'll try and review it as unbiased as I can. And first things first, it's probably going to be more Liverpool sided because I can't do both, but I'm going to go for a quick run through of what I think the Liverpool formation will be tomorrow. Now, I do think it will be a 4-3-3, but I would be surprised if Coutinho was in the squad, and instead I would expect to see Allen in there. I don't know why he hasn't been upgraded. It's the whole updated thing, but I would have thought Allen would be there instead of Coutinho, just to be a bit more secure, try and win those midfield battles. But from that, I think FIFA's probably got it right, except Sturridge plays up front for us, not Suarez. He plays out on the wing but cuts in quite a lot, as you'd want him to do. And I'd also probably expect Saka to play instead of not Saka. I'd probably expect Aga to play instead of Saka. So I'm only going to play one half because internet downloading times, basically. But hopefully it will still be entertaining and I can still get my points across. It's more about the commentary, this one, not so much about the gameplay, although I will be playing it at the same time. So obviously it's a massive game for both teams. Title decider perhaps, although Chelsea fans would probably want to disagree. I mean, if Liverpool want to win, it would be out of our hands at that point, and then City would have to drop more points for it to go back in our hands. I mean, it's possible, especially with them still to play Everton, who are looking for that top 4 spot. And I actually, despite being a Liverpool fan, I really hope they do get it, because I think they really deserve it. And it'd be quite cool for Merseyside to have 2 Champions League clubs, but that's another matter. But okay, so I'm going to give a run through of what I think will happen tomorrow. Now, I think if you look at the two teams, their defence probably edges ours. Despite our fullbacks being very impressive this season, they aren't as good as Kolarov and Sabletta, I don't think. And then you have Skirtle, who's been really good but been a bit sloppy lately, and Aga, who again is normally pretty good but it's been pretty sloppy, versus a Company. Basically, it doesn't matter who Company is playing with, whether it's Dimichelis or Lesko. Probably be Dimichelis. For me, Company is one of the best, if not the best centre back in the world right now. I reckon he more than counts as 2 players. So I'd argue that would be 1-0 City, I'd probably. And then you have the midfield battle. Now you have Yaya Toure and Gerrard, and I think despite the fact Gerrard being a legend for us and being a captain, I'm not going to lie, I think Toure probably wins that battle just because of his youth and his strength. But don't get me wrong, Gerrard's been exceptional for us this season. He's completely shocked everyone, I'd probably say. Everyone's probably expecting him to be quite old and probably play on the bench a bit more, just like I did, if I'm being honest with you guys. But he's really surprised us all, and that's really good. And then you have Allen and Henderson, who versus Nasri and whoever else they play midfield, Silva and all that lot. And I think they win the midfield battle just because of pure numbers they have. So that's 2-0 City maybe, so that's not great. But then you have the strikers, and then you have Kredo, who's not been in form lately, Sheko, who he's alright, I guess. He's never really impressed me. I'm not sure about City fans, what do you think about him, or any other fans? And then you have Aguero, who is back from injury, but only just. He hasn't played any games yet, so it'll be interesting to see if he starts, and if he does, how match fit he is. So I think that's 2-1 Liverpool. When you look at the likes of Sterling and Coutinho, who probably start on the bench if my predictions are right, and Suarez and Sturridge, I mean, that would just be, I'd be terrified if I was a defender for City. And yeah, so I think that's 2-1 now to City. And then it's the big deal. It's the Anfield. The fans are like a 12 man, and especially on the anniversary of Hillsborough, I'm sure the atmosphere will just be, the emotions will be so incredible in that stadium. And yeah, so I think that's 2-2, which just shows how tight the game will be. And I guess you look at the two teams and stuff, it probably will end up a draw. But then I think, to be honest with you guys, I think if both teams turn up, it will be a draw. But I think if any one part, if City's defence don't turn up, or if our defence doesn't turn up, it could quite easily end up being a win to that team. And it's going to be very exciting, very nerve-wracking. And to be honest, I'm trying to keep this unbiased, but I think it's going to be a Liverpool win. My heart tells me it's going to be a Liverpool win, and I think it may be very close, very tight, but I think Liverpool might just edge it, and that would be just incredible. That could really put the title in our grasp, and was a big tough challenge. And I think we beat City, we beat Chelsea and go on to win the title. That's my opinion. So leave yours down below. I'm trying to think of some other games. Chelsea are playing Swansea tomorrow, so that's a massive one. But I think Chelsea will probably edge that, although Swansea do really need the points. They are in a relegation battle. From today's game, nothing much. Some spoilers if you're planning to haven't watched match day yet or whatever. I mean, West Brom going 3-0 up, then losing that 3-goal lead to Spurs. Well, that could get them relegated at the end of the day. They've had 6 points because they also went 2-0 up against Cardiff, and they couldn't take that. So I think they're going to really be kicking themselves if they do get relegated. Then you have Norwich, who fired Chris Horton in the week. A very weird point, I think, who lost to Fulham. So, and they've got a very hard run, and they've still got to play us next week. United, City, and someone else, maybe Chelsea. I'm not sure, maybe Arsenal. So I think that's going to be incredibly hard for them. Of course, Everton won 1-0 in a very tough game against Sunderland. But I reckon Sunderland are probably down. They're the only team I'm sure about going down right now. Bar a miracle from them. That's what Gus Poyet said as well. He said it's a miracle. And, oh, it's 1-0. I think that's a Sterling goal there. So, there you go. We snatched a goal at the end of that half. And that will be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe for future content. And if you enjoyed this new series, please like as well. And comment down below if you have any personal opinions. If you think anything else. If it's on this game or on any other games. What you think about title. Who you think will win it. And maybe scores of this game if you're watching it before it. It's at 1:30 tomorrow on at Anfield. I think it's on Sky Sports, and you could probably listen to it on the radio as well. Well, you would be able to. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll just let this whistle go any second now. Come on, you make me look bad. Come on. Is that it? There you go, it is half time, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.